So the Victra, it can land and take off vertically like a quad, right? So you need a very small area only to land or take off, and it's safe. So unlike with belly landings, you don't have to have maintenance or be afraid that when you land something breaks, because maybe there's like stones or you have to land on asphalt.
So personally, some landings and they look very messy. Yeah.
But with this, it's very, you need a very small area, it's safe, it's always controlled. And what's good, particularly about our drone compared to other fixed-wing drones, is the wind resistance and the reliability and the ease of use. Wind resistance because the drone, when it takes off, it rotates itself into the wind, so it reacts. Because
How does it rotate? Sorry.
like imagine it takes off like this now, right?
Yeah.
And there's wind from here, but the wind is pushed onto the wings.
Yeah.
Which would be bad.
Yeah.
So what the drone does is it rotates itself like this, so the wind is parallel to the wings.
Oh yeah. I mean, you get good wind. Yeah. And
So the drone has much better control in the wind.
Oh.
And the wind is not able to like...
is that everything automatic? No.
Yes.
What sensor do you have? You have a camera, I can see that?
Yes.
What camera is that?
So at the moment, it's RGB camera, 61 megapixels, nadir. It's based on a Sony. But this is one camera, this is nadir. And then we have other ones there.
That's the RTK module, was it?
PPK module. So our drone doesn't have RTK.
Okay, so it's not real time, it's PPK, which
Yes.
is okay because you're not gonna lose the signal, you're not afraid of
Exactly.
on the range and stuff, which
Yes.
is fine.
Because it's made for large areas, right? So you might not always have RTK signals. Good one. And you're always safe. So you come home and you can just process your data and you know it's good.
Do you provide the software or?
Yes. For PPK posts?
Yeah.
Yes. I can show you afterwards.
So these are the loads that you can put on
Yes.
your...
So this is a multispectral camera
Yeah.
used mostly in agriculture to see the crop health, the health of plants.
Yes.
LiDAR sensor. And then this is an oblique 61 megapixel camera. So it's for 3D reconstruction. You fly over cities and do digital twins.
That's right.
So,
Because with the quad you have more control on your camera, and because this one is more fixed. Okay.
yes.
So you thought about everything to cover your range, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That's
And
good.
then there are also other use cases. I mean, we can
Yeah, of
now
course,
add,
of course. But I can see, yeah, for 3D models.
yes, and some examples.
So this is your software.
This is our software.
Cloud
It's called
software.
WingtraCloud. So you can log in and you have an overview over your sites
Okay.
or your flights. So all the flights
Flight
you
plan.
planned.
Can I see one?
Yes, of
Random.
course.
Yeah.
We can also create one. I mean, if you want, we run through the whole process.
So for example, what surface is this one? How much is it?
So here, what do we have? 3 batteries.
3 batteries. Wow.
I think 300 hectares.
Yeah, that's big.
So if you want, we can briefly run through one flow. I can show you maybe one output. So, for example, this one. So this would be a project where you would use also this oblique camera, where you.
Oh, so this is for the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have pretty steep high walls in this mine, and then it can be useful.
So you need to go like more a bit in an angle
Yeah.
than just flat. Yeah.
And then, so our software generates these point clouds, or also orthos if you need to.
Right, classic
If you're interested in that, yeah.
DTM. Does he extract DTM or it's just
no.
a DSM?
Yeah, it's the DSM.
And then you can use other
DTM.
software to
Yes.
extract.
Then, I mean, the resolution is,
What was the flight and what was the altitude for this one?
I think, 120 meters.
Oh, not high. So what's the maximum limit for?
I mean, you can fly also higher.
But you didn't need, because this is just a query, you didn't really need so much detail on the, you mostly want to capture fast and big
Yeah.
area fast.
Yeah.
Because it's no like the other one where it's urban and when you want to see smaller detail, then you need to fly. So I mean, your ground sample distance is a bit higher, and that's why.
It depends a bit. Sometimes geologists, they want to have like really good images and colors so they can tell.
If this was just for a volume or a rough volume, that would be more than enough. So
Yeah,
I can see,
yes.
yeah, definitely.
And I mean, if you want to run briefly through this, so when you create a new site, I don't know, where are you from?
Scotland, UK.
Scotland?
Yeah.
Where do you fly? Like, is Isle of Skye part of Scotland? There, that's really beautiful.
You've been there?
Yeah.
It's really nice, yeah.
Yeah. So what it does now, it based on the location chooses the coordinate system.
Yeah, UK or HGB, yep. Yeah.
This is our best guess. If it's not correct, there are other ones you can choose from. You can then also, if you fly this repeatedly, add your checkpoints or your base.
Ah, so if you have your own KLM, or even the XF I can see, is it?
Yes. You can import all of this. So it helps you to plan your flights. And then,
That's good.
we save our new site. Now when we're in the flight plan editor, we can draw obviously our
Classic for most of the software, they use this. And then depends on your overlap you have your flight plan.
Exactly.
How much overlap you put, it's classic for all the software.
Yes.
Takeoff and landing point and
And then there's a 3D view, so you can see your flight plan in 3D.
I imagine it doesn't have any sensors of like the DJIs to
Obstacles.
avoidance of what? Yeah.
No,
What is it?
at the moment it doesn't. Yes.
To be honest, you wouldn't. It would be hard to stop it. It requires a lot of planning, and so you're not gonna just take off and just shoot it up and
Yeah. So that's why we're trying to make the planning tools
the best.
good.
Yeah.
So you can look at it here. You can check if you have a line of sight.
Oh, that's good. That's
So
good.
here, for example, you see where it's orange. You actually lose the drone out of sight.
Yeah, visual line of sight. It makes you plan better your.
And you can look GSD. So here you see it.
Okay.
red. So probably your resolution here is not as good. So you
Okay.
can adjust the flight plan so that you have good resolution here as well.
How you install a lidar sensor on?
Just like any other sensor. So
I'm just curious.
you open this,
Yeah.
and then this payload now is screwed in with 4 screws in the corners.
Okay.
You just remove these screws, remove this cable, take it out, and then you put in the LiDAR the same way. So again, you have 4 screws, plug in a cable.
And it's gonna pop up here in the where the camera is.
Yes. So it's
What's the weight? Sorry to.
of the drone?
Yeah. Itself. Like it is now.
About 4 kilos.